Intimidating, unjustified, unnecessarily frightening, and in some cases unlawful. Those are the conclusions of an investigation into some of the actions of New Zealand's police during a raid near this Maori settlement almost 6 years ago. These pictures show days after the raid, but at the time around 300 police officers, many armed, descended on a tiny and isolated Maori community and at sites in Auckland and Wellington. They set up roadblocks, took photographs of drivers and passengers. They shouldn't have.
All vehicles leaving Rotoki were searched by armed offender squad members, not just those vehicles police believed to be transporting an offensive weapon.
People were affronted. We apologise. That shouldn't have happened, and we did interpret the legislation, in particular very specific areas, wrong.
Almost 6 years after the raids, the people affected still remember, still bear the scars of the police's actions that day.
It's something you just read about in the movies. They look like the terrorists, not our people.
I don't think the whole valley should have been shut down for a handful of people. There were a lot of people hurt here, and the majority were our children. To this day, they don't have much faith in police. They're scared of them.
The police suspected that an armed militia was running training camps, possibly for people to fight the government for independence. Weapons were found, but though terrorism charges were sought, the only convictions were for relatively minor firearm offences. Tame Iti is still on parole for one of them.
I had run several training camps that never attempt to kill, to create a chaos in our community.
Tame Iti says people in his communities are considering legal action, while New Zealand's government considers whether it should offer a formal apology for the way police acted. New Zealand's police minister says valuable lessons have been learned from what happened almost 6 years ago. The key now, she says, is for the police to ensure they rebuild broken relationships. Andrew Thomas, Al Jazeera, Wellington.